I try to keep keep that. Remember that, like Marie said, it's about relationships and about. It's not just about the wins, although I really do like to win. But it's about the relationships and developing a relationship with your girls, who I still have contact with a lot through Facebook, and they'll come visit me and things like that. So thank you for all your love and support, and I appreciate you still being my friend. Other people in my life, I've been truly blessed with people that I've worked with, worked for, and then mentored by. I'd like to start off with Mr. Gadberry, who was my first boss, and I was a little nervous when I first did an interview with him, but he didn't give me the job at first. He hired me at JV, and then when I interviewed for the varsity position a few years later, he didn't give that to me. I was a little disappointed. But then a few years later, he gave it to me, and I hope I have done you proud, Mr. Gadberry. I really appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you. The next person is Ryan Robinson, who he has been our principal at Sutter High School, and has supported me in anything and everything that I've really wanted, then some. I think it was his suggestion, I don't know how many arms he had to twist to name the court after me. I would have been okay with the small gym, but now it's the new gym. I was shocked. So it was, thank you very much. That was truly a humbling moment. I appreciate that. And then the one person that I really want to say thank you to is my high school coach, and later mentor and co-worker. I worked under her, Ruth Lohman. She, in high school, was the person who turned me on to sport and athletics. She basically ran everything at Sutter High School. She coached field hockey, she coached volleyball, she coached basketball, she coached track, and then later on in softball, which I didn't play softball, but I did all the other ones. And she was my only coach and the best coach I've ever had in my life. She turned a scrawny little ballet dancer into an athlete, and I truly thank you for everything, Ruth, that you've done for me. She still also, we communicate, she comes to my games, she sends me she's very artistic, by the way, little note cards, and so she just has a special place in my heart that I don't know where I would be without her support and mentoring throughout the years. Currently, I have a coaching staff that works with me and by my side, have my back. Amy Rennion, who is my JV coach, I think she's been there 17 years, something like that, and she is my right-hand girl. She does the things I don't want to do, she does the things that I ask her to do, and she even does things that I don't ask her to do, like count up how many wins. If it wasn't for her and Jimmy Graven, I have no idea, because that's stuff I'm like, I don't know, whatever. So, and that correction is actually 508, so when I first added it up, I misadded, and my husband would attest to this. I'm not very good with numbers, and the calculator on the phone is not very good, easy to work with. So anyway, so that was a misprint. It is 508. Where was it? I lost my place. So Amy Rennion is my JD coach. I would not be able to do my job as successfully without her. She is a motivational speaking machine. She pumps up the girls when I'm out of words and have nothing left to say. She's right there for me. I have Stephanie Deanna, who is our freshman coach. both Amy and Stephanie are former Sutter High grads. It's just so awesome to have kids, and Stephanie played for me, Amy played for me too, but that was a long time ago. I don't remember that. I told her that. I think I hurt her feelings. But anyway. So, but Stephanie has come back, and she's also coaching our softball program, and it's so awesome to see your students come back as adults and be successful coaches, and you know, maybe have a part in that. So she's hopefully going to keep going with that. So she's doing a great job. And then Rachel who she used to coach for us, and she's back now, assisting us wherever we need her. And she's a sweet, sweet gal. I love her to death. She will do anything you ask her to, always with a smile on her face. She's the cheery one in the room, compared to me and Amy. But she's the one who we can always count on with a smile and say, "Come on, girls, you can do it." And anyway. Thea Post is also one of those people in my life that we actually went to school together. But with her at the Yuba College volleyball head of the program, I learned a lot from her. And then having her daughter, that's quite intimidating, not gonna lie. But hopefully I made her proud. And her mom has a special spot in my heart. Carol Jean I have known for a long time. And she is one of the the role models that you have in your life. Just sweet, sweet lady, cheerful, encouraging, and that's something that I will have taken away from her. So thank you, and tell your mom thank you. And last but not least, my husband. My husband, Bill. We've been married 33 years, and he has been there from the beginning, supporting me, encouraging me, keeping me grounded, making sure he's checking third page in sports, because that's where volleyball, girls sports are. Coming home, did you win? Yep. Good. If you don't come home. So you know where you stand. I love you very much, and I could not have done this without you. Thank you very much. I just want to say how blessed I have been, how humbled I am, and thank you again very much. And congratulations to the other honorees. And we're done.
And my wife pointed out to me that I said you were a member of the class of 2014. And I looked at my notes real quickly, and that's what I had typed in. But you really are part of the 15 class. The final member of the class of 2015 is Dave Rotman. Dave established many pitching records while playing baseball for his 2 years at Yuba College, many of which still stand today in the 49er record book. He was selected as an All-State Teams player in 1970 and is the only player in Yuba College history to win both the top pitcher and batting titles for the 2 years he played here. He went on to play professionally in the Manitoba Canada Baseball League, where, like he did at Yuba, he currently holds many of the team's pitching records. He was a 7-time All-Star team selection of the Canada Baseball League. He's a Marysville High School graduate and has returned to Northern California to begin a 20-year custom home building career in our area, as well as in Oregon and Arizona. He and his wife Sandra live in Yuba City. In his retirement years, Dave owns an online rare book business and he continues to be a baseball researcher and historian. And I told him earlier tonight, for a number of years, I did the program for this event. And every time I go to the record book, there was Dave, there was Dave, there was Dave. He hopes to launch a website this spring called Northern California Baseball, which will highlight players, teams, and games. Our final member of the class of 2015, Dave Rotman.
Proud to have been a member of Yuba's 1969 and 1970 baseball team. I'd like to pay tribute to my former coach, Mr. Gary. I really had no intention of playing college baseball. After my senior year at Marysville High School, I'd had enough of baseball. I'll discuss it. I wanted to go to Portland, Oregon, and attend college. They didn't even have a baseball program. That's when I got a call from Coach Yuba, and he convinced me to give baseball another try. Come on out to Yuba. Things don't work out. And I was transferred to another college. I remember the first day of practice at Yuba College, and I thought, what the heck is going on here? There was a lot of laughter, smiles on people's faces, a lot of action going on, a lot of horseplay. Coach Ingleton was right in the middle of it. Everything revolved around, he was a motivator. He was kind of the quintessential players coach. Everybody liked the man. He inspired us. He inspired us with his persona and his charisma. He's the most influential coach I've ever been associated with in 23 years of organized baseball. I'm mostly proud of the 1969 Yuba team. That team won a conference championship. It was Yuba's first, only 3. The other 2 came in 1980 and 1984. 70 team won a divisional title, an 11-1 conference record, and one scored 30 runs in a single ball game. John Stamp set several pitching records in 1969, including his brother's record, most shutouts in a season, set in 1966. Dennis Gallagher set several hitting records, just about all of them. Triples, homers, RBIs, base on balls, runs scored. He'd go on to sign with the Kansas City Royals. That 69 team won 16 of 17 games and 12 in a row. And the pitching staff posted a 2.02 team earned run average, including 5 shutouts. Most of those records didn't stand. Frank and Sparrow and the 72 team came along a couple of years later, shattered all the records, most of them. Now that man hit 529 with power, with a wood bat, beyond my understanding. May still be state record. I tip my cap to Frankie Moose Scarrow. That's because he nominated me. Coach England toss batting practice almost every day, and he dared us to hit the ball back up the middle. I remember Jimmy York standing in the outfield. He just stood there while his dog, Charlie, shagged all the baseballs. Coach England would reach down in that 5-gallon bucket, pull out a gooby baseball, spitball. He'd just laugh, he didn't care. We were winning ball games and everybody's having a good time. I remember the music over the PA system. I think it was the Beach Boys and Sgt. Pepper's. England liked the Beach Boys because it's from Southern California. John Stan, Dennis Gallagher, and Art Lopez, they're always jiving each other. Horsing around like the old Cardinal Gas House game, Disney Daffy game. Third baseman Ron Hughes, called him Pew Cold Hughes, also Ross Runner. For the star of every game. Ball would go around the horn, he'd walk up to the pitcher's mound, toss the ball up over his head, kind of like a Highland dancer, with the side of his foot, kick it back over his head again, catch it without ever looking backwards. He was hot dogging it. Just to let the other team know that we were kind of loose and confident. And that's my story. We had a blast. Thank you, Yuba College.
Congratulations to all the members of the class of 2015 who are officially inducted into the Yuba College Sports Hall of Fame. I'd like to call back up here Eric Burns, Athletic Director here at Yuba, for some final comments.
Thank you. Please, a big round of applause for our MC tonight, Jim Yuba. John Cassidy couldn't be here this evening, and we asked Jim to step in, and he stepped up, and we absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely. In fact, I think maybe going into the offseason, we have a QB controversy, or an MC controversy. We'll make that decision right before the next event. I'd like to, if the Peachtree staff can hear me, I'd like you all to acknowledge the Peachtree staff for their efforts and service this evening. Say something right now. I found a place to hide. We strive for this evening to be a, you know what, I'm sorry, I need to recognize one other person. I'd like to recognize Myra Fuentes, our photographer this evening. The photograph that she's taking this evening will be on her website, and the website is in the program. And same thing, also, tonight's evening is also being videotaped, which will be on our website, Yuba College website. So, we strive for this evening to be a special evening, and it really can't be special without our inductees able to share this moment with family, friends, and loved ones. So, Yuba College Athletics thanks you all for being here to support your Hall of Famer. And my last two requests are that you please get home safely, that you have a great weekend, and that we'll see you next year. Thank you for coming.